parents would, if they were here, they'd probably be able to
relate to that.
Where even going through drive-thru, and I'm so sorry, mommy, I love you, sorry to put you on the spot, but I know a few times, and I'm sure kids, if you are first generation or you were born here, if you were born here, you probably can relate with this, where your parents will say, "Oh, go on, order that thing for me," because
because they can hear you better. Yes.
And I used to laugh. I'm a jokester, so I would laugh at things like that. But it wasn't until I started seeing the difference of being able to pronounce some things. Sometimes it could be a struggle, but of course it was easier for me because I came here. I was able to.
Your tongue wasn't formed yet.
Right.
You have to pronounce the things. So that's when people now go back home and they say, "Oh." Let's say a Nigerian who left Nigeria goes back home and starts talking, they're like, "Oh, she's changed or he's changed." Of course he has to change though.
Yes.
Because he has to speak the way of the people so they can understand him better.
Yes.
But I mean, you should be able to switch back. It's not like you now go home and start showing off
exactly.
accent. You can still talk normal.
Yes, so
people
have been accused of faking accents. So that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about trying to just communicate as clearly as possible.
Trying to adapt.
Yes.
When you move an animal or any human or whatever from their natural habitat and you put them somewhere else, they do things so they could adapt to that environment. Like a chameleon changes its colors.
Yes.
So we as immigrants, those are the things we have to do. That's the struggles we have. Things we have to do. The food, we have to change our diet. Some things we're not used to. The weather.
Yes.
So those are the struggles of an immigrant. So you can come from the angle of the first gen, that's the child of the immigrant.
Yeah, first gen, whether you were born here or you brought here as a child. I was brought here when I was 10. I'm the firstborn of my family, and firstborn of my family, and I have siblings behind me, so responsibilities are there naturally for firstborns out there. You guys know I'm a firstborn as well, firstborn. So the struggles, I think, is just like I mentioned earlier. Outside of your door is America. I think for a lot of us, we can relate with this, where your parents will kind of tell you in the lines of, "See, America is out there, but in this house, we are Nigerians." Depending on how strong-willed your parents are, where there's just some things in our home we just don't do. When you go out there, sure, do whatever, but always remember, that saying, remember whose child you are, remember your father's name, remember this, remember that, where those things, they are meant to curve you into not doing some things, where, in America, they're very liberal, they're very free of this, freedom of speech, freedom of expressing yourself, but, with Nigerians, we're just coming into that, we're a younger country than America is, so, some of the struggles too, I think, is just balancing both worlds. Knowing that, okay, when I'm in school, I'm like this. When I'm at home, I'm like this. Trying to figure out that balance, I think, is a major struggle, because it's almost like you don't know, especially at a young age, you don't know where you belong. You're neither here nor there. Your parents want you to be, and of course, Nigerians, we have this subculture of pressuring children, pressuring ourselves to do things. So I think sometimes those things too, it gets lost in translation in that notion of trying to adapt, in that notion of our parents trying to do the best that they can do, which they have their own struggles, which Tosinger mentioned earlier as well, where that balance of family lifestyle in America, it can be very difficult sometimes.
It can be very difficult, and most times, even with the immigrants, from the immigrant point of view, when they probably had good jobs back home and they know how to humble themselves and take up maybe blue-collar jobs, whereas maybe they have white-collar jobs back home, just to survive and give their children. It's all about the children they're having, or the family they brought over, or they're starting here.
Yes.